Hello, UAPB, and greetings, Arkansas AM&N. I was extremely honored and humbled when I was selected as the female graduate to spotlight for my career success and contributions. I was asked to share my accomplishments with you. I know many of you will accomplish much more than I, but I also believe that we will share equally in the pride that we have for being a golden lion. I was born and raised in Magnolia, Arkansas, where I attended Southern Arkansas University as a freshman in 1965. As the youngest of seven siblings, I listened in awe as four of my older sisters talked about their college days at UAPB. I knew at this point that I wanted and needed the rest of my college life to be more profound. So I transferred to UAPB during the summer session following my freshman year to pursue my dreams of becoming a scientist. I majored in biology because of my love for the sciences, but had an equal love for English and writing. I had no idea what kind of job I could get with that combination of skill sets. I participated in extracurricular activities, and I suggest you do also. Make sure you diversify your experiences. I joined the Spotlighters, the drama club on campus. I honestly believe that doing so enabled me to stand and speak confidently before an audience. I was secretary of the yearbook. I also pledged Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and was immediately elected chapter president, thus beginning the development of my leadership skills and introduction to community service. I have since helped establish an alumni chapter in Illinois, where I currently live, worked actively as a member of the National Association of University Women, the Links Incorporated, and of course, my church. In January of 1969, prior to graduation, a recruiter wanted me to interview for a position in their research department at the University of Michigan. I was subsequently offered the job, but I unfortunately had to decline because of personal reasons. However, upon my return to UAPB, my counselor informed me that I could graduate early. So, in 3.5 years' time, I had earned all requirements to graduate with a BS in biology. After college, I enrolled in medical technology school in a 2-year internship program. I graduated first in my class and scored among the top 3% of all students in the United States that took the ASCP certification exam that year. Thank you, UAPB, for fueling the flame of my passion for science. Even if my passion had not been science, I owe UAPB a debt of gratitude for excellence in writing. Most of my career was achieved at a major pharmaceutical company. Opportunities there seemed boundless, and I took advantage of several of them until I found my niche. As senior medical writer, I had the privilege of writing a how-to manual on a new computer system for retrieving and categorizing medical data. For this, I received the Presidential Award, a monetary award for outstanding performance. Receiving the Presidential Award allowed me to be promoted to whatever area I desired within the pharmaceutical industry. I chose to become a Clinical Research Associate, or CRA, which probably utilized all of the knowledge and skills obtained during my undergraduate years. Because of these skills, I was able to travel all over the world while conducting clinical studies. I was soon promoted to project manager. I co-authored several medical articles that appeared in distinguished medical journals, was a major contributor and co-authored the clinical section of the FDA submission for Prevacid, a prescription antacid, and helped gain approval for ritonavir, one of the first drugs approved for the treatment of HIV and AIDS. I was later asked by the director of the entire clinical research department to join 4 other MDs in his upper management group that were assistant directors. I became the only non-MD and female of color. I did have my challenges, though, just as you certainly will. One of the physicians with whom I had excellent rapport once said jokingly to me, "Well, Carolyn, looks like you made it, in spite of where you were educated." I was highly insulted. Mind you, he was a person who felt that you were not properly educated unless you attended an Ivy League school. I needed to respond professionally, so I said, and I quote, "No, doctor, I did not make it in spite of where I was educated. I made it because of where I was educated. So be proud of your alma mater. I encourage you to establish at least 3 goals as you recognize your true passion. 1, a personal goal, 2, a career goal, and 3, a financial goal. Write them down in a place where you will see them and make sure you enjoy the ride as you accomplish each one. Lastly, I will now offer you a few of my, quote, pearls of wisdom, a term used by one of my daughters. 1, follow your passion. 2, remember that individuals will often recognize competence despite bias. And lastly, 3, try to help someone else along the way. It has been a pleasure speaking with you today. I hope you enjoyed listening to my personal journey, not as me bragging about my accomplishments, but sharing with you the great educational foundation and blessings that I received from my college days at UAPB. Go Lions!